getting. What's up, people? Mm-hmm. Here I go. What's good, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Street Knowledge Podcast. Make sure y'all like, subscribe if you're new coming into the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I appreciate the support. What's up to all my knowledgeable people out there? I love talking with my knowledgeable people out there, man. You know, as always, the internet is on fire, people. On fire, on fire. They got Walo under siege now, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? Wait for some more people to come in here. Few things to talk about, man, on this subject right here. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. And, you know, it's sad, but it's true. And I see y'all see the thumbnail. I had to put that in the thumbnail. You know, when you put those type of comments on the thumbnail, people break their neck getting up into them to these channels when they see stuff like that. But I'm here to reflect on the positive part of what Walo did. Mm-hmm. Wait for y'all to come up in here, man. Wait for y'all to come up in here. Wait for y'all to come up in here, man. I don't know what we got to do or what's next to make, you know, a better change with a lot of things and a lot of our ways and our culture. But it has to be, man. It has to be some type of change, and some people have to say it in a strong manner, in a harsh way, or very loudly in a tone that people don't like. But you still have to respect the message. Some people just get caught up in because somebody's yelling, they think that they're saying the wrong message. That means you're really not listening to the message. It's just equivalent to them saying that black people don't like to read. We like to look at pictures and take it from there. So that's crazy. Lamont, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come up here, man, before we start. because this is a very, very serious topic right here. Very serious topic. And I'm using my fair use for this one. My fair use. I'm using it. Finesse, what up? Yeah, they trying to do Wallow dirty right there, but you can't when the stuff is really the truth, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear some of this stuff. I'm gonna let y'all hear some of this stuff, man. I'm using my fair use, man. Using my fair use, people. And I be watching the urban politician, Big Ant, man. I'm a fan of the Big Ant. Let me see. Let me start from the beginning. Oh, I'm black. No black people. Nobody gives a about that. Kill that. Now, either you got a good business or you don't. All that. Nobody want to hear that. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Fuck color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them deals with spend it at. Grab his Porsche Ferrari. I'm gonna do what you do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucker fake motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the number one nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions, and I make millionaires, baby. You understand? I come from the yo's, Big Ant. So I had to take that from Big Ant. Big shout out to Big Ant. His podcast, y'all go to Urban Politicians and check him out. He do great work. The boy's a genius at what he do. But yeah, so Walo was speaking about you know when we have everybody that's saying about buy black, buy black. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm with that. Buy black. That's a fact. And Wallo is with that as well. But he was just sending a quick message to the people that promotes buy back. And to the people that have black businesses, but you don't give great customer service. Some of the food might not be good. Or if you go in a store that have, clothing, or just say a variety store with potato chips and all of the above. Some of the stuff might be old, outdated. Some of the clothes you walk into the black old store, some of the things on the racks are all over the place, no structure to it. It's just a store when you walk into the store. When you walk somewhere, it's just like being clean. When you wash your body, you feel good, make you either want to sleep or just make you feel vibrant to go outside and be prosperous and do things that's prosperous. So now, it's like I walk into your store and it looks sad. I want to spend some money with you, but I don't see nothing to make me happy to walk around your store. Y'all ask these females. Females will tell you when they see a store looking shiny and pretty and everything is organized with a structure, it make them want to stay in there a long time and want to look around and shop and actually spend some money. Vito still said, facts. I know Boosie dealt with bad customer service at the black restaurants. I know you had situations where they damn near slammed your food on the table. What do I? Vito still know what he talking about. Or they had an attitude with you when you ask questions. Facts. I'm gonna give you a quick example. And this person don't own the store, but it was a black female worked for U-Haul. I was in there 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I got there almost closing time, 8 o'clock, because the other ones didn't have it, and I had to shoot across over there to get it, and I caught it on time. And she was just didn't want to answer questions. And I mean, it is about time for us to go. Y'all know y'all gonna make us late. That's not my problem. You signed up to work here. You signed up to work here. If I caught the door before it closed, then that's what it is. You go lock the door and don't let any other people in. And they have to respect that if they pull that door and see other people on the inside. But when you act lazy, and I'm just using this as an example because she don't own it, but she was a black person. So if her mentality is like that with working for somebody, imagine how her mentality would be with her own business. First impression is the best impression on anything. That's a fact. Finesse analysts, I say they wouldn't have said that to a European. A lot of these black-owned stores look down on us. And that's a fact. Hold on. Make sure y'all can hear me, man. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? All right, my boy. Detroit versus everybody. What's up? But yeah, they definitely finesse said a good one. They look down on us because a lot of us always too busy trying to show off on everybody. Then on each other rather. And then when we walk into the stores, they, that I guess they think they better than us because they have a store. They don't even know who really walking into their store for them to do all that ignorant acting. But a lot of us, a lot of our people in our culture get stores just to say they have a store or get a business just to say they have a business. It's equivalent to a lot of these guys, and I got, I love independent rap artists, but they don't do good business. When they want you to I get hits up all the time. Yo, can you give me advice on this? Can you give me advice on that? I have a company. I have a consulting company. Now I'll give a little advice here and there. I don't like to be like that. I try not to, but sometimes if I let everybody keep doing it, I'm not gonna make no money. So I can consult your company and send you in the right direction, getting your stuff on BET, getting you articles, write ups, all of the above, showing you how to market your company as well as your artists. But when you ask them, do they have a budget? Then they get quiet or they don't hit you back. Then you have some that'll keep hanging around and say, yeah, we got a budget. What can we do for 5,000? What we can do for 10,000? Then we start going through the budget, and I give them a breakdown of, we could do TikTok influencers, we could do radio promo, and give them some numbers, and I'll break numbers down according to whatever their budget is. After I do all of that and I involve other people and I call people up and tell them I have a client that's serious, so y'all get ready. We're going to start moving the campaign. And then I don't hear from them no more. And now my name is out there and call these people up and it make me look bad. Luckily, the people that I deal with, I've been dealing with them for years. Imagine if I haven't. It'll brush off over to me as if I'm a BS artist as well. And a lot of artists got to stop that. And then, they say I'm putting out my album next week, and then the album come out on, they probably use a Spotify, one of these independent distributors, and then they don't do no promotion. You don't hear nothing from it. Laziness. Then these restaurants, they want to act mad with you when you pull up to the drive-through. And I'm sorry to say, majority of the time, it's somebody that's urban that be running the little drive-throughs, and they don't want to work. Now I went to restaurants. It's a restaurant in Durham. I don't want to call them out. I get in Durham. I go in this restaurant. It's a brand new one, so I'm like, damn, it look good. A soul food joint, yeah. Yeah, Vito, it's a lot of stunting with that. I'm putting the album out stuff too. A lot of guys use that to get women, and the women don't know no better. They think they got a rapper, they getting ready to get rich and get money. That's the thing too. So they need to stop chasing the wrong thing too. Vito also said, "You're right. Big U indictment paperwork showed that his unique music record label was losing money. they got him on wire fraud for that. That's crazy. So I go in this restaurant in Durham, brand new, off Fairview Street. I'm getting there, and the food looks good. Customer service, it took forever to get it. And then, I'm going to ask, how much longer do you think for the, I'll find out with nasty attitude. They don't think that a person can read their attitude. You don't talk to a customer like that. Then when I get the food, I had some collard greens, macaroni and cheese, and I got the ribs. I bit it to the greens. Oh my God, no taste to it, no seasoning. And I'm like, yo, just because you think you say soul food and put it in the pot and cook it with no love involved with the cooking, don't think that you're going to win that way. That's crazy. Finesse said, yup, the paperwork showed that he was operating at a loss, committed fraud by saying it was generating $5 million a year, but was operating a $30,000 loss. Too much fake stunting. That's crazy. Finesse said you could taste the hate in the food. The bad customer service is proof of that. Yeah, man. And it's crazy, man. And a lot of people was going up in that spot because we want to support the black business. That's it. But they want to just do something quick and fast to get by and think that you could trick people. You can't trick taste buds. You got to go in there with love. So now I felt bad that I spent my $15, $20 in there. And that's the thing Walo was saying. You finessing the people. I'm not going to get finessed out my money because you're black. Now I get it. The people that's, that's promoting buy black, buy black, buy black. I get it. I understand that. But y'all need to say choose which black people you're going to buy from. But you shouldn't even have to say that. Just say buy black, but everybody need to know. Choose which one you want to support. Walk in and analyze the business the same way you will walk in and analyze any other thing. I'll go in and look at the menu first and like I said, the food looked like it was good. I watched some other people that was sitting there eating and it looked like it was good. I said, never again. I can't. If somebody can't cook macaroni and cheese, we the best at that in our culture. Nobody touching our macaroni, black people macaroni and cheese. And if a black person can't cook macaroni and cheese, it ain't gotta be the greatest as the last that I ate, just as long as it's good. If you can't do that, I can't come here no more. And that's crazy. Vito still said, good point. Walo probably saying that the owners need to make sure the workers reflect their ethics and provide good service. That's a fact is what he's saying. It's up to the owners to make sure the owners get their act together. That's a fact. Old Block, what up? Vito said, if I go Gucci, rest assured the workplace culture is established right. So, yeah, the owners got to be tight on top of their workers, man. And they got to be, hold a strong standpoint to their customer service and tell them, look, don't act like that. Have some cameras back there in the office, or even if you ain't in the office, you can watch from wherever you at. That's not good. Don't frown at people. I want to see a smile when that door opens, say, welcome to whatever, welcome to Big Boosie's restaurant. That's what I want to see and hear. Now, the thing with us in our culture also, the ones that don't like to buy black, is because we always think we supposed to go and wear Gucci, Polo, and all that. Now, you might want to throw you some on here and there, but there's other places that's black culture that have nice clothing that look good. It ain't all about the name. It's about who wearing it, for real, and how you make it look on you as well. Finesse said, that's a fact. I remember back in the day, everyone used to rave about how good the service was at Club 2000. That's a fact. Them Spanish women was on it. The waiters and waitresses was on it. That's a true statement. Facts. Justice by Puffy, where he opened it up, had greater service. Late 90s, early. Yeah, my boy Big Roy was the manager of the one in New York. That's a fact. Big Roy was in security at one point in time, and then after that, he was running justice for Puff. Yep. And Unique wasn't gonna have it no other kind of way. If it was bad customer service in there, he flipping out. Especially he was in his prime back then. He was a live wire if it went that route. So yeah, we got to get accustomed to spending money and stop. Somebody wearing Gucci looking down on them or something. I don't need to wear Gucci to be who I am, and I go get money. And like now, I'm wearing my homie hoodie, and I didn't wear this today just for this episode. Welcome to WAP. What a pretty penny is what it is, and that's this hoodie, Mugga Mace. This is my brother, the Throttle. Y'all see me wear these a lot. Throttle. Respect the Throttle on Instagram. It's my brother G-Head. This is clothing line. I got shirts, jackets, all. I wear it. And people be like, yo, where you get that from? Yo, nice hat. Yo, that's a fact. Because you got to wear it with that swag. That's it. I don't need Gucci for somebody to dictate who I am, because as long as I'm going to the bank, that's what count. Your bank account is what count. And to get back to that Big U thing real quick, he probably was on the internet making his business look bigger than what it is to influence people to come. It's like when you see a lot of numbers, you're like, damn, why everybody clicking on that? Let me go look at it. So I get what he was trying, but if he was robbing the people by doing things, then that's crazy. Facts, Club 2000 was definitely great service. Unique established that for sure because he knew how it would look. It weren't the same. Jay-Z Club 4040 operated the same way in the 2000s. End of the day, like you said, it's up to the owners to be fierce. That's a fact. That's why Walo was grilling them. And and when Walo was speaking his mind, I forgot it was homie from dang, what's his name, man? The black guy that used to be on TMZ. He was interviewing a girl. I forgot what the girl name was, man. She a little celebrity or something. She was acting like she mad at Wallow, and she was saying, well, if he was saying, don't buy from the black people that is not servicing you right, then I can understand it. But when he started yelling and cursing, I couldn't respect it. Hold up. Why you can't respect it because he yelling, but he's saying all the facts and the right thing? And that's you just want to come up with a scenario because you think that it sound good to say something that he's against black people. That's all that's about. Sometimes you got to yell to get your point across and make people understand you. But that still don't give you the fact to say he was wrong and be up there like you standing on a point. That means you didn't have you didn't know what you was up there talking about. And that means you trying to tear down a black man that got a business that's speaking to the people correctly with what we need to do. So you tearing down a black man business by doing that, going up there on homie show. Finesse said, yeah, they act like Wallo was grilling the purchases. He was just setting a standard facts for the black owners so they could thrive. They wrong for going at him like that. That's a fact. They wrong. I hope he don't come out and apologize. That's what they wanted to see. He ain't gonna apologize to that. He's definitely not apologizing for that. And I don't even know Wallo. I guarantee you he's not apologizing for that. Only if anything, he might say, well, he shouldn't apologize to nobody, period, for the ones that even took it wrong. Then you got one guy up there saying, damn, Wallo, I remember you talking about finessing people, black businesses finessing you. But what about you when you said you went to when you got out of jail, you went and bought some shirts. You went and bought some shirts for $5 and then you brought them back to the hood and sold them for $20. Ain't that finessing our black people? No, that's not finessing our black people. That's that man putting a hustle on it and he put his price on it, whether you pay it or not. How do you consider that finessing? Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm filming. I'll call you back. How that man get it out of his mouth to try to tear Walo down and say he was finessing? Detroit versus everybody say, yeah, F them. The ones that took it wrong weren't the target audience. Any serious black owner listen to that just heard $1 million worth of game. They better listen to Walo. That's a fact. I've been saying it all the time, man. I'm not going in no black people store and I gotta go up in here and I gotta go through the motions and the bull crap. I've done it before. And I'm like, this is why people don't like to buy black. Because people like them, they act all lazy, don't want to do nothing, expect for you not to ask them a question. That's crazy. Like, yo. Madazar said they just don't like him for a different reason. They just using that for an excuse to disrespect the brother. Well, we can't say that because it's different people saying it. So there's no other reason to dislike Wallo because everything he has done in the past has been positive and a lot of positive motivational things and skits that he's been doing has always been up to par. So if different people is coming from different angles, they trying to utilize the word black people to tear him down and see we supposed to be blinded behind it. But they are blinded with their thought process. They are blinded with their reasons for trying to do so. Because the lady just said, well, he started yelling, then now I ain't like how he said it. So what, he was yelling. Sometimes you got to yell. And that's the problem. Some people don't want to hear nothing when it's being yelled at or when they're yelling. But if they yelling and speaking facts, I'm going to grab what's out of that loud noise. The quiet ones is what I want to, I got to second guess because he's saying it too smooth and too quiet, man. Something ain't right about that. That's a fact. So the other black guy was saying, yeah, Wallo went down wherever he went, got the shirt for $5 and came back and sold it for 20. Ain't that finessing? No, that's getting money. That's called hustling. And he was saying, well, who helped you support that? Your black culture. That's a fact, as they should. But how is that finessing? Now, if they are thinking, they'll go where he went and get the shirt for $5. But once again, I said, put your swag on it. He might put some sayings on it that they can't put on it, or sayings on it that, or designs, everything that's better than the ones that they went and got for $5 and came back. What you trying to say then? So basically, the man is trying to tell him, go down there, buy it for $5 and come back up there and sell it for what, 7, 8? That's a waste of time going down there doing that. No, the man said, I came from jail, took $5, went downtown, came back, got $5 shirts, came back, sold it for 20. I made a $15 profit. Then he said, so what happened with that? Selling the shirts. Maybe he made enough money to graduate to the next move. That's what it's all about. Y'all ignorant people, man. And that's the crazy part. Yeah, maybe they don't like it because it says, Madazar said. Well, I can get that one. I get that one. Random Pipe, what up? I ran, what up? I get that. They never asked for that same treatment from these European record labels. I remember when they were selling CDs in the 90s for $30, facts. And they was buying the CDs for $1 overseas, facts. Because I bought my own and I know the chemistry to that. When I put out the Young Guns of Harlem, it don't cost that much. They never complained about them making a profit. Facts. See, that's another black man counting up black man money. That's another thing you don't do. That's another thing why crews fall out, because they too busy counting each other's pockets. Me and Unique Mecca Audio will never fall out by no money, because I don't care what he go get. If he worth $1 million, I'm only worth 100,000 or 50,000. That's his money. I'm gonna figure out how to make myself worth $1 million like him. Period. And he could put his $1 million up, and I got my 50,000. I'm gonna take him out to eat or something, because that's my brother. We ain't going like that over no money. And that goes with any other my brothers that I consider my brothers. And I don't even have to consider you a brother to know I might did business with you and that you got that type of money and I got my type of money. So, hey, call me when the next job, bro. Appreciate you. It's 50,000 I didn't have. Now, I'm not saying I'll sit around and get jerked and let nobody play me and give me no anything for no. I'ma know before I take on the business, the job, what I supposed to get. Once the money come in, I'm not counting that man pockets, no man, whether I know you or not. Crazy. Too much pocket watching. I even remember when Glaze was pocket watching Unique Facts and speculating on his pockets. I was like, what the hell? What kind of jealous ish is that? That's what Vito Stills just said, y'all. Madazan said brotherhood bigger than money, and that's a fact. And a lot of brothers fall off because they start worrying about the money. Everybody tight and tough and, stick tough together. And as soon as they start getting millions, a lot of separation start going on. People want to go to the left instead of staying on the same train what y'all been doing. Stay following protocol. Then you want to say somebody said, you did a little extra money on the side. If somebody negotiate a little extra money on the side for things, hey, it is what it is. Everything ain't for everybody. I ain't falling out with my people about no little money, man. I'm not. It ain't it. If I ain't negotiated, all right, cool. Now, if your friend, if they say, well, I want to pay y'all 100,000, and your friend tell you, yo, they only paying me 50,000, then he's dead wrong for that. That's called swindling. But if everything's on the up and up, and we all know we getting paperwork, signed contracts, then that's what it is. Don't wait till the money come around and you feeling a little different because you probably can't buy what that man can buy or that female can buy. No. Get out there and figure out how to make your money grow from 50 to 100, from 100 to 1,000,000. That's it. But black-owned businesses, a bunch of them out here, is full of crap. A lot of them is, they want to open a business, but that's just what they want to do, open the business. They don't have no marketing plan for it. And if they did have a marketing plan, they don't execute it, or they don't stand to go to the next level. In the average business, when you open one, it takes 2 years for it to grow. So between that 2 years, if you ain't working hard as if you making money already, you already lost the war with being an entrepreneur. Because you're supposed to smile even though every day is a sad day when you go home. But you gaining customers. So by 2 years come, now everything just be downhill. Customers coming in all day. Yep, you're going straight to the bank. Finesse said, yep, Leo and them was definitely leading the charge with the overseas CD profit. That's a fact. Buying them for $1 and then selling them albums for 20 to 30. But they complain about Master P prices. Yeah, Master P, the best ever did it. They thought he wasn't gonna sell. That's why they gave him that deal that he did. They never gave a artist a 80-20 deal. The artists take 80 and they take 20. They thought it wasn't gonna sell. He would submit to them later, and then they'll do it their way, and then they'll do the 80 and he take the 20. No. He blew all the way up, and they would never get no person a deal like that no more. But now the game has changed because records don't sell like that. So they got to do distribution with the artists that's popping on their own because it's easier now. Finesse said, yep, saw it with Dame and them at Rockefeller. They grinded like hell from 96 to 98 when Jay eventually blew up. They don't want to talk about the hard work. They don't want to talk about the hard work, Finesse said, and they put it in. They don't want to talk about the hard work they put in. Just hate when he flosses his hard-earned money. Facts. They don't want to talk about when a person started from the bottom and all that. But now they shining. They want to, try to downplay them. Walo started with $5 and got a shirt, or $10, $20 and went and bought 4 or 5 shirts and came back and sold them and went back and got more. You thumbs up that brother. And it don't matter what he was charging, even if he did charge it to the black people. That's your choice to buy it or not. He ain't robbing nobody. That ain't got nothing to do with black-owned business or black people supporting you. He was a black brother that made quality shirts with a quality look. Not no when he got a little raggedy shirt, the shirt's wrinkled up and asked you to pay $15 for him. Now, that's different. Now, that's the part of businesses. That's the type of businesses he's saying you ain't going to finesse him. But you got the quality shirts, everything neat, pretty on it, and it look good and go good with the outfit that you plan on wearing. Yeah, let me get that for $15. Why not buy from you for $15 instead of going to pay Gucci $50 or $100? And even if it was a shirt that cost $15 from Gucci, why not buy from my boy or my peer or a person of my culture that has the same, or not the same, or just, or um, a quality of shirt that I like to wear that can go with the outfit. It don't have to say Gucci or Polo or none of that. So I didn't understand what that brother was talking about. He was just talking. And see, a lot of people like to get on this internet and be talking and act like they know what they talking about, to downplay what black people doing. So y'all downplaying what Wallo said, which is the truth. And it's a fact that a lot of black business owners is trash. And I hope a lot of them see what that man said. And I hope they see it's other people that's defending Wallo online, and I hope they see that as well as ours. So make sure y'all share this, share this, share this, because black owners need to see it. Which some of them ain't gonna care. They still gonna go in there and still do the same thing, because people, they just don't care, and that's the point. I'm spending my money where quality is, consistency, respect. I'm not buying it just because you black, but black is gonna be my first choice. And depending on what area I'm in, if I gotta eat, I'm hungry. I ain't got time to look for a black spot if we ride somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if I want to go out and eat, I'm like, oh yo, Black Joe's is over. He open. Let me go over there. And I know the food is good. I'm going over there. My homeboy got a seafood restaurant out here in Raleigh, and he got good food, good customer service, and everything. Those are the type of people I spend money with. Detroit, over everybody say facts, and that's a decent price. He not making much profit for a $5 purchase. That's a fact. And even if it was $20, it's still a good price. Shirts cost $30, $40, regular shirts. While another house boy, they never trash other communities. Feel I Speak said, everybody community has what you could call trash. The nerve of Wallo to just call out black people. Man, F Wallo and everybody with him. That's what Fila said, y'all. He's another house boy. Well, Fila, when you walk into a black business and you get in there, you get nasty food, or you get to a black business, you get frowned upon, they laugh, looking at you like, hurry up and buy something and leave. So what? So you spend your money in those type of places? Let me know that. Finesse Analyst said exactly. Black is the tiebreaker. If a non-black business has better service, go there. But if it's even, then support. That's a fact. Fila Speaks, I'm not going on the internet to call out black people. I just won't go back. Why not go out and call out black people? That's the problem now. You want to sit back and let people just do what they want to do to you. Just because we black don't give us the right to not speak out about black people that is doing wrong. They are ignorant. That's the same way to just say don't send all black people to jail that rape people and all that. Just don't say nothing about it. It's the same thing. You don't get special privileges because you are black. When you are wrong, you are wrong. And see, it's black people like you that want to cover up black people bull crap. And that's what keep those type of generations that keep us down as a culture. When you think like that, you need to think outside of the box. You call out whoever doing wrong. You don't let nobody do wrong just because they are black. Finesse Analyst said he wasn't calling them out. He was giving them tough love. Facts. Same conversation Dame gave DJ Clue in the Hard Knock Life. Exactly, DVD. They had passionate speakers, even if they right. That's a fact. It ain't calling out black people. It's calling out the ignorant black people. Fila Speak said, we not started this airing people out with blacks when y'all don't call out nobody else. We don't need to call nobody else out because we are the underdogs out here. And the only way we gonna get ahead is we correct ourselves. We don't care about calling out anybody else because they getting free everything. They don't go to jail. Police don't police their areas. They police our areas. They don't go through the hell we going through. If we don't big ourselves up, how we gonna take over and let them know we equal with y'all? But we out here doing dirty, stupid, silly stuff. Ain't no need to call them out. Then you go in the average place, their places are decent. And they be on their work is hard. They make sure when they walk in, The person walk in, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Chick-fil-A. Hey, how you, stuff like that. You walk in a black place, you just say, hey, how may I help you? So that don't mean that it's not about the black people. Stop. See, y'all get caught up on black people. It's not all the black people he's talking about. He's talking about the ones that's doing dirty business, nasty business. None said there are plenty of black millionaires. That's a fact. We know that. Some of our people can't take criticism, especially when you're telling the truth. That's the best way to put that. Madazad. Who was Walo or you to call out black businesses you never been to? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right, so Fila said, who was Wallo or you? Wallo is a very well respected all over the all over the internet. The reason why you up here talking. I'm highly respected from New York to LA to everywhere. My name Big Boosie if you don't know. And do your research. Google me. And we have influence on a lot of people. And we don't have to be at restaurants to know what restaurants or what clothing lines because we done been to several. So if there are several and there are masters of this that's going on, you can still speak about it. And not only that, if it doesn't matter which one you've been to, it's ones that we have been to. And there's a lot of them. So we speaking about that. And who cares? Who don't like it? Because only the real people that want to see us do better is respecting what we talking about. It's impossible that y'all think that y'all could allow people to say buy black and I'm gonna spend in there and get my money, or they get my money and they really don't even care who come in there, think they better than people. Their service is trash. What I'm walking in there spending my money for? I'm never gonna do that. Never spending my money nowhere where I ain't wanted. Because that's all it is when you walk in, they act like you're not wanted, period. Detroit said, I know Boosie definitely dealt with the black workers cutting and rolling their eyes at you. Then a minute later, a white customer walk in and they smiling and showing them teeth. Yeah, because they scared the white man gonna come in and complain. They don't care if we complain because we don't get listened to, if that makes sense. They don't listen to us if we start complaining. But a white man, white woman complain, oh, they get nervous and scared, boy. Yeah. But who gonna do something about that? While I was talking to those owners to get the workers right. That's a fact. You gotta get them right. Poor customer service will mess your whole business up, man. Mess your whole business up. But most people that's listening to that sound like some Uncle Tom stuff, man. Or y'all too busy trying to sabotage the truth. Hold on, y'all. What up, kid? Nah, we'll call Brucey B manager and we'll find out. I'm gonna call you back when I get off the live. We'll figure it out. All right. It's my brother, man. We about to bring Brucey B down. We don't know. We're gonna get somebody to DJ SNS. We got an event coming up. Y'all stay tuned for that. I ain't gonna spill the beans yet. But yeah, people too caught up with saying uh, just because a person saying black, black, black. Now we can't check our people when they out of line. So we just let it keep spreading. They get to teach people business and teach them how to do sloppy business. Cause that's all that'll do. Not only that, it'll be another black business that gets shut down that'll make our culture look bad and make people that own these buildings don't even want to rent to one of us because they say, man, the last black person was in here. They ain't even do right. All that type of negativity spread with did one little statement that Walo said, man. For real. Danny Sharma, what's up? But Walo didn't say nothing wrong. And he was directing it to the people that it mattered to, not to black people that work hard and care about their business, their customer service, their material, their quality, all of the above, if I could just name it all. He was not talking to those type of people, those type of black people. He was just talking to the black people that don't care, that's just out there and want to get your money real quick. Feli Speak said, the Turkey Hut and the Oyster Hut are great black businesses. He said, F. Wallow, Jailbird. Okay, if they good black businesses, he not talking about them. So what do you mean? Those are the businesses that he's saying he would go spend money with. So why would you say F him? Like, you don't even make sense. Wallow not qualified to talk to any black business owners. If not for Gilly, Wallow would be a bum. How? Wallow is his own personality. Wallow came out and he the one that told Gilly about doing the podcast. So that's a business mind of Wallow right there. So what are you talking about? And it don't cost money to get on YouTube and create a channel. That's for free. And then you use your personality to make the money. So that way, whoever you are, feel like, I don't know if you playing with a full deck or not, brother. Because you sounded real crazy. That don't even make sense. He got checked from a white E-man with Gilly. Stop playing, dog. So what if the white man gave him a check? Who cares who gave him a check? He gave him a check because they seen a black man that do good business. Once again, you are silly vanilli. For real. I think, yeah, you a troll because you got to be because you sound crazy. You looking for reactions, man. This guy's crazy, y'all. But yeah, we don't deal with ignorant people and we don't talk with ignorant people. And anybody that's ignorant that think that they can just get people money and direct people to spend their money with people that don't even care about their own business, that already says that's a no-no. We're not going there, man. Vito still said that's why they really mad at Wallow. And them got the Barstool Sports money. That's the people paying him. A lot of long money over there. That's a fact. So you're going to deal with a lot of envy. That's a fact. A lot of big money over there. And you don't see him wearing no big jewelry and all the big dookie chains and all that. Him or Gilly. You ain't got to do all that to be somebody. And he getting booked to do these speakings and all that. So y'all stop it. Let's go there. Ain't nothing you can say to tear the brother down, man. The brain and the mouthpiece is what got them where they at. And, you know, and the character. That's it. And he ain't saying nothing wrong. He's speaking facts because he been in that jail for years and could tell you what it is and why not to go. And y'all mad at it. That's what's crazy. Yeah, Feli Speaker's a troll, man. We getting ready to race you from off here. You said while already done, you can't say. Done from what? Ain't nothing gonna happen. They're gonna be apologizing to Wallow and say, oh, well, we get it now. We get it. Get out of here. If Mav Harper listened to the advice, he still have his barbershop. Black owners have to be able to listen to those in higher position giving advice. Facts. Facts. Feli said he's very articulate. You very articulate, ignorant speaking person. They have a lot of those too. It's like smart people that's smart, but they got smart people that are fools as well. And I know how to recognize those styles, and I know how to speak very well to you guys as well. When you're ignorant, I can give it back to you. That's a fact. So, yeah, like Vito said, and right, so Mav been doing a lot of things according to his ex-staff that was up there. how they wasn't getting paid. He fell out with everybody. He didn't want to listen to certain things. He just wanted to do things his way. And a lot of them people was in the industry already that he had on that panel. So if you're not listening to them, but only time you want to listen to them if they could bring a celebrity through and make the show look good and make the show look big. And you started off a show with just interviewing people. You wasn't speaking off. You didn't start the show off with your own character and talking to the people one on one, like a lot of these other people, such as myself and a whole bunch of you. Got the hot songs, you got the zip with the drips. All these is one on one people talking and get hundreds of thousands of viewers and come up with topics. Now, Math, I don't know if he figure it out. Maybe he can save his channel at least and don't need a barbershop. But what he did wrong, when Fat Joe said, "You want me to air it out? I can air it out. You'll go viral." He said, "I ain't even gonna do it because I don't, you'll go viral." And he's like, nah, speak your mind. That was one thing that messed him up, besides the staff that left and started talking about how he do bad business. See, that's black owned bad business, what they say, right? Second of all, he should never ever told nobody his business that he lost the shop. He wanted people to feel sympathy because of the lady he was subleasing for. Feel I said, you saying people upset because you can't articulate. Everything I said was a fact. Wallow terrorized the black community before he went to prison. He don't have the liberty to chastise black people. How you know who he terrorized? What did he get locked up for? You don't even know what he did and got locked up for. And if he did, he went to jail for it and he paid for it. Now he's coming home and he's extra adding the sauce on for paying for it. You sound ignorant. You as a clown. You must be a white man. You got to be white. When you got self-hate, you always got to talk down on your people. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a fact. Black owners always need mentors. Even Dame didn't do it on his own. Russell Simmons acted as a mentor for him. That's a fact. That's how he got that joint venture deal with Def Jam. Exactly. All day long. Never be too big to take advice. Finesse Analyzer said. That's a fact. Never. And so I wouldn't have never, salute Sean White, I wouldn't have never said nothing about my barbershop. I would have just tried to fix it. But I guess he probably wanted, people to feel sympathy, or he felt like people gonna know about it, that he lost it. So he figured beat people to the punch and say it first. You know how he got swindled from the lady and all that, which he should have just been taking her to court anyway, especially if he subleased and he had a due contract with her and she kept all the money. He needed to do all that. And he was saying, if anybody can help me and know anything about it, let me know. When you in that world, I would figure he would know about lawyers and getting a lawsuit. I done filed a lawsuit for my Sprinter van when somebody broke into my Sprinter van and it was left on the parking at the shop. And the shop says if you leave your vehicle here, we're not responsible if it get broken into. And that sticks, and it'll be a little sign. I mean, about this big, little. It says what they not, and that's binded by law. And if it get broken into, you responsible, they don't have to pay it. But me, I'm smart enough to know I went and walked around my van. I walked around my Sprinter van. They took the radio out, but they ain't steal the TVs out of my Sprinter van. So I walked around my whole van. How did they get in my van? It wasn't broken into. No windows wasn't shattered. Nothing. They left the door open the night before they left to go home. So they end up being responsible. And I sued them, got $3,000 plus my money back, and I went and filled the paperwork out myself. So Mav should know how to do all of that. So I would have never said nothing. I would have went and got me another shop, used somebody else's shop, even if I just had to pay them for a day or shoot at night when they close. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But he felt people was going to start talking about him because his shop. He let his ego get the best of him with that. Finesse said, remember, Ab 22 went viral for saying no jumper was going under, so I guess Math wanted to go that same sympathy route. But Math went about it wrong. That's a fact. Feel I speak, you Finesse Analyze, you don't talk down to black business owners when you are non-ex-con. Oh yeah, he'll troll you. Somebody get rid of him. Finesse analyzer feel like he was being stern, not speaking down on them. I heard Master P give that exact same advice, but because he wasn't shouting, nobody had a problem. And Master P was a D boy. That's a fact. My Walo ain't call out Asian business for selling rats and cats. That ain't got nothing to do with black people, man. We worried about our culture. Who are you, bro? You are sickening, man. Feline Speaks is sickening over here. What do it matter what the other people do? That's the health department job. People call out rats, and if you ain't see nobody cook a rat and you ain't ate a rat, then you can't speak on it. So whoever ate the rat need to be talking. And rats need to be ate up anyway from people like you. Get out of here. I'm just letting this troll stay here to show y'all how ignorant people is, man. Finesse analyze because he not trying to uplift them. That's exactly. They want to degrade themselves like that. Then that's on them. Wallow doesn't want us operating on that level. He know we above that. Perfect words, my brother. Finesse analyzer, man. That's why I'm letting the troll stand here, because this is going to be good content for people when they watch this later on. So people can stop thinking that it's just a black thing and we trying to tear black people down by saying the word black people. No, we're talking about the ones that is doing dirty business, having nasty food or unorganized clothing store, unorganized variety store. Talk to you nasty when you come in. Sit there, make you wait at the table for 20, 30 minutes, and you got to say, excuse me, who's waiting this table? Oh, I am. I'll be there in a minute. We talking about them type of people, man. We're not talking about the ones when you walk in, hey, how you doing? Welcome to JJ's, da-da-da. Yeah. We're not talking about them type of black people, black-owned businesses. So stop it, man. Yeah, I'm about to block this clown. Vito still said, or sitting you by the toilet on purpose, right, and having the non-blacks seated by the windows. Facts. Vito Stills, and I'm sure we can go on and on with the treatment that we get. Like, it's crazy. But people that think that we supposed to not chastise the black-owned people, black business owners that have these type of raggedy businesses that we just mentioned, y'all are ignorant and y'all are lost. And it shows you are incompetent. It shows that you cannot comprehend a real message when you hear one, because you're too busy worrying about the wrong thing, which is trying to tear down the person that is giving the message. You didn't even want to hear the message at all. You just wanted to hear people, or you just wanted your voice to be heard to make people go against that person that really heard the message. And we looking like, what is you talking about? You ain't understand what he was saying? The whole time I'm listening to these people backlash him, I'm like, oh, what was I not listening to? I had to listen to Walo again before I came up here and did a podcast. Then I had to research and see other people. And I said, I knew I wasn't bugging, because I seen other people speaking good about what Walo said. Like, get out of here. It doesn't make sense, man. So yeah, y'all know what it is. I gotta get up out of here, get to that truck, man. Feline Speak said, you not a rider. You goddamn right ain't a rider. I don't know nothing about riding. I don't know nothing about none of that. You right. I'm a provider. I'm not a rider. I'm a provider, boy. That's what you pay attention to. I don't know where they found this Feline Speak dude at, man. But yeah, make sure y'all like, hit that subscribe button. Hit that share. Please share this because we need ignorant people like this dude, man, to understand, man. Walo ain't talking to those positive black people, to know black people that's on their real care about what they servicing to other people, not just black people. They servicing to people, but that's it, man. Vito said, Phelan must be one of them rude black workers in them businesses. Yeah, the white man there whooping his butt every day. That Vito still says that Walo message hit deep. Walo done broke the internet, man. Big props to Walo. I always like Walo and Gilly, man. Them two dudes together is crazy, impeccable, and they cousins, and they been rocking for the longest, and they lift each other up. Ain't nothing but huge respect for them type of people, man. That's what Street Knowledge Podcast is about. We give flowers while people is here. And even when they gone, but we love to give them while they here first. That's what's important. Them brother, they said nothing wrong. They getting money and they eating and they mad. That's what that y'all mad. They getting money, man. For real. And doing their thing. And not only that, they helping other people get money. They helping other people get money to feed other families, man. That's what this is all about. You ain't helping nobody get no money. You ain't no boss. Let's remember that first. And that's a fact. Salute to them brothers, man. And that's what Big Boosie do, give y'all that street knowledge, and all my street knowledge people out there, all my knowledgeable brothers, man, that come up here and support me every time, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all in a minute. I got to get to the truck and get that slushy truck open. People want them tacos and them hot dogs and them slushies, man. Them good Italian ices, man. Flavor slushy truck. G-Head, what up? I see you, boy. Love you, bro. We're going to open the store up with this one. Peace. Y'all be good.